Hi, I'm Jim Zehringer, the Director of the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, and we are at Buckeye Lake State Park, and we're here today to talk to Boyd Howard from Gannett Fleming about the Buckeye Lake Dam. So Boyd, first of all, what is Gannett Fleming's role here at Buckeye Lake?
Gannett Fleming's role is the design engineer and architect, and we oversee all the permitting aspects, design and analyses, and then see the project through construction.
So Boyd, where are we today in the process?
Well, we've gotten phase one of the project complete last May. That included the placement of the embankment stabilization berm that you see out there in front of the houses. And then once that material was in place, a soil mix cutoff wall was installed within that stabilization berm. And these were termed interim risk reduction measures, which then allowed us to increase the pool level. Not quite to the full normal summer pool, but a little bit closer.
A little bit closer. So that was phase one, and we're complete ahead of schedule, and we're getting ready for phase two. So what happens between phase one and phase two? A lot of design and engineering?
That's right. There's not been a whole lot of activity seen on site, but there's been quite a bit of activity behind the scenes. We're working under an emergency permit authorization right now, so we're still finishing our design for the second phase of the project and working with the regulators toward our final permit.
So phase two is going to begin very shortly, and what can people expect to see, and how many hours a day will the contractors be working, and what can they expect out here?
Well, the first portion of the phase two work is going to start up here around the beginning of next month. You'll start seeing some construction activities. We begin test placement for the soil mixing that will be the main body of the new dam. There'll be a little bit of a lull after that first placement is done, and a trial production segment of the work while we wait for the material to come up to strength, and we do some testing on that. But then you'll see continued construction through the rest of the year. The work schedule is going to be 5 days a week, 12-hour days. So there'll be quite a bit of activity going on. And we'll be continuing the design activities here over the next few months and the permitting process for the remaining part of the phase two.
Well, the good news is we're going to put the stop logs in and raise the level of the lake up a little bit, so they'll be able to use the lake a lot this year. But also the final date. I know that we have a completion date that your company's been working hard to make sure we get to the end of this project. When is that going to be?
It looks like the majority of the work will be done by the end, late 2018, when we get done with this phase two work.
Well, hopefully by the fall or close to the end of the year 2018. That's a couple years ahead of schedule, and that we look forward to getting Buckeye Lake back to normalcy here.
It will be great to see it.
Thank you, Boyd.
Yes.